We're here with Malina Joseph, and she and our off-duty team at the Wall Street Journal have collected 25 items that are supposed to make our transition into spring a little easier, a little brighter. I'm trying with the pink.
You look much better than I do.
I'm dragging myself in there, but apparel-wise, you've also picked some bright things, like this tie for men. Tell us about that.
Well, I mean, the thing with spring, it's especially here on the East Coast, it's a shorter season. So, you know, you want to kind of slowly introduce these really bright, fun options into your wardrobe.
Right.
With men, I think especially the best way to do that is kind of update your existing suit with a tie of like a brighter color. We love this one from Etro because it has like this slight little floral detail and like these beautiful subtle like tangerine and blue colors, and they're great just with like your, you know, gray suit from the winter with a white shirt, you know, and gives you a little bit more fun.
Because if guys are too nervous, I always have my guy friends asking me, you know, can I go this bright with my shirt? They're nervous about it. The tie is an easy way to sort of do that. Shoes too. I mean, this is not a terribly bright color, but you can try it with the shoes.
Exactly, and it's also like a really nice sneaker. I mean, this is our kind of grown-up Vans, and we love this style for men because it's an easy, great way with a suit if you have a more casual work environment, or wonderful on the weekends with a khaki and like a striped sweater.
So you could wear these, but transition in and out of work. You wouldn't necessarily, if you're wearing a suit, you wouldn't wear it with a suit, but something a little more like in Google.
Exactly.
Depends on where you work, what you can wear.
Exactly.
Now this you would not wear to work over here. This is like the Betty Draper dress almost.
Well, we wanted to, you know, spring is always a time of lots of socializing, and you know, we wanted to really give you a great cocktail option. And for spring, designers are we're showing a lot of 60s silhouette, especially this Christopher Kane dress, which is a jewel in itself. It's all hand beaded in India and really incorporates a lot of this new color palette we've seen from spring from designers, which are a lot of pastels, which is kind of appropriate with Easter coming up this weekend. And it's a great color too because it's soft and, you know, brings you into the warmer weather.
So they hand sewed all of those on there. I have to ask, what does something like that cost?
Well, this is a little bit more of a pricier item. You know, we definitely always want you to dream a little bit, but you know, this is a style that is definitely, you'll see a lot of different price points, but this dress in particular costs about $10,000.
$10,000, and I didn't ask you, so these are the sneakers and the tie. What's the range on these?
Well, I mean, the great thing with these are, you know, they're quite affordable ways to update your wardrobe. This tie will run about $130, and these sneakers are $78 from this great California brand called Phoebe's.
All right, so we've got the reality, we've got the dream, and we have the outdoors too, and the eating. Listen, you know what, before we get to outdoors, I gotta go with the eating. I'm digging these plates with the bugs on them. As long as the bugs stay on the plate and not in my food, we're good. But tell us about them.
Well, the minute that the warm weather starts to hit, all you want to do is go outside, and it's no better time than to have a picnic. And these plates from Anthropology are just fantastic.
And lightweight.
Yeah, I mean, they're plastic, you know, they're durable. You can pack them in your backpack and not worry about them being precious, but they're fun and they're great to eat on. And they have these great bug and floral motifs, so it really brings like the spring season onto your plate.
I love those. Even with the bugs on the plate, I can live with that. I love them. They're beautiful. And these are napkins, I assume, to go with everything?
Yeah, I mean, it's even if you don't want to do necessarily the outdoor dining just yet, it doesn't mean that you can't, as you would a tie to a suit, update your table with a really great, fun, summery print, like these ones from John Robeshaw, which are beautiful cotton, Indian cotton, which were inspired by Southeast Asian florals and prints.
So you don't have to go outside with the paper napkins. You can actually dress it up a little bit, which I think is what's nice.
I think so. I mean, there's a little bit more work that goes into it, but I think your guests really appreciate it when you have a cotton napkin. It gives you that kind of very elegant feel.
And if I'm outdoors, I have to put on the shades,
you have to.
Tell us about these.
The sun is shining.
I don't know if they're me or not.
These are our classic. I mean, they're great. The parasol looks great on everybody. And this is their new Capri style. So it's inspired by all wonderful things of that glamorous island in Italy. And these ones are these beautiful blue that kind of evoke the water that surrounds that fun little island.
How much are they, roughly?
Those ones are about $310, but you know, those are also great classic eyewear that you'll wear from season to season throughout the whole summer.
Now, I would need a different type of glasses if I were going bird watching, but you have something for the birds here. The Birdhouse Bird Motel. Pretty swank.
Exactly. I mean, this is maybe the Ritz-Carlton of hotels for so, you know, it attracts a little bit more than just a singular birdhouse. I mean, this is, you know, meant to have lots of different birds come in with different sizes and entryways.
They need a bird concierge. They need bird room service. I guess that's up to us. If we hang it, we have to provide the room service for the birds.
Exactly.
About $118. You guys have a great mix of stuff. And you have so much more in the off-duty section.
Yeah, this is just a tease.
In our paper and online this weekend.
Yes.
Malina Joseph, thank you
Thank you
much.
so much, Wendy.